When you hear the word biodiversity, what do you think of? Imagine a world with only a few types of medicines, where the foods you eat are always similar, and where the clothes you wear are the same as everybody else's. That's a rough idea of a world we would be living in if biodiversity didn't really exist. But let's first start off by defining what biodiversity actually is. The standard Merriam-Webster definition of biodiversity is the existence of many different kinds of plants and animals in an environment. From a scientific viewpoint, this isn't wrong, but biodiversity is so much more than just the simple definition. A study conducted in 2006 defines biodiversity as the number, abundance, composition, spatial distribution, and interactions of genotypes, populations, species, functional types and traits, and landscape units in a given system. Now, this definition is a little more specific than the Merriam-Webster one, but it's much less holistically known. This lack of understanding of what biodiversity truly entails is a reason that the general public needs to be more informed of why it's important to realize the consequences we will face if biodiversity is lost. Let's start off with a little bit of history about this topic. The Millennium Ecosystem Assessment, a collaborative paper focusing on how humans have changed the Earth, revealed some unfortunate results about what us humans have done to our planet. Since the mid-20th century, humans have altered ecosystems around the world more rapidly than ever before, and have accelerated the natural species extinction rate by about 1,000 times. This isn't very good news in general, and it's definitely not good news when we're talking about biodiversity. Biodiversity is extremely important for the survival of every living thing here on Earth, including humans. Without an abundant variety of different species around the world, we would not have the extensive range of different medicines we have available to us today, and we as a species would probably not be as advanced. Humans have been able to thrive because of the biodiversity that the Earth has nourished over the course of history. The services we get from ecosystems, such as water, shelter, and food, are all dependent on biodiversity. The issue is, we have been destroying our planet. Every single organism in an ecosystem has its own unique role in keeping that ecosystem alive, but by causing so many species to go extinct, we're basically digging our own graves. Now, people may argue that biodiversity loss isn't such a big deal, but what they don't realize is that everything on this planet is connected. Genetic biodiversity provides global economies with billions of dollars every year through crop production, medical advancements, and raw materials needed for industry. Basically, if biodiversity dies, so do we. However, this is also a moral and ethical issue. Is it really okay for us humans to be tearing down forests and thus taking away the homes of so many species just so that we can expand our populations and satisfy our wants? Is it really okay for us to trash our environments and ruin the habitats of other animals and organisms? There are so many incidents where humans have adversely affected the Earth. Sea turtles have been found with drinking straws stuck in their noses, and seabirds wash up dead with plastic-filled stomachs. Coral reefs, primary producers of marine food chains, have died due to chemical bleaching and disturbances caused by humans, and palm oil harvesting causes orangutans, tigers, and elephants to die from lack of food and shelter. And without biodiversity, humans in turn will suffer similar fates. We are causing honeybees to die, which in turn damages our own agriculture. We're killing the pollinators that provide us with food, and this affects every part of our ecosystems in ways of life, whether we want to accept it or not. Deforestation has removed over half of what was once a vast dispersal of forests around the world, and not only does it take away resources for organisms, it causes soil erosion, flooding, and desertification. Biodiversity loss is just a small part of the challenges we face today in trying to stop the destruction of our planet. Humans have gained their power through the gifts of biodiversity. If awareness about the dangers of biodiversity loss isn't spread, the future will only hold memories of the lifestyles and societies we hold on to today. We must remember that we only have one planet we can call our home. Our destruction of the Earth will bring about unimaginable consequences unless we have action for change. It's a race against time, and the era will come where the Earth retaliates against us. As Karl Marx once said, necessity is blind until it becomes conscious. Never forget your impact.